The movie begins with a voice narrator narrating to we the viewers that many years ago, demons have always haunted their world, stealing their souls and channeling strength back to their king known as Jinu, until heroes arose to defend them. These heroes are born with voices that can drive back the darkness by singing songs of courage and hope. However, these hunters are more than warriors as their music ignites the soul and brings people together. And with this connection, the first hunters created a shield to protect their world known as the Honmoon. Therefore, in every generation, a new trio of hunters is chosen to fulfill their ultimate duty, a barrier so strong and impenetrable, which will keep demons and Jinu from their world forever. Name is the Golden Honmoon. The scene shifted to a concert scene where the fans are going crazy for a K-pop star known as Mira. We discover she is a lead dancer of Huntrix. Apparently, she is the black sheep of her family. After which, we get to see the girls preparing for their presentation and hyping up themselves for the show while they also ate. Just then they receive a call from their manager Bobby, who informed them that they are already late for their concert, as 50,000 fans are waiting for their arrival. So when the girls check through the window of the plane, they realize the plane had just passed their concert ground. At this exact moment, it is revealed that the flight attendant were demons, even the pilot. Immediately, a serious battle ensues, but after a long extended battle, the girls easily came out victorious as they finished them off while also singing their beautiful songs. Unfortunately, once they were done, their plane get affected by this. So the girls simply just use their supernatural powers to create a cinematic landing. And immediately, they begin the business of the day, as they sing, dance, and perform in front of their 50,000 fans who came just to watch their favorite pop stars. Once this was over, we are taken to the demon realm, where the demon from earlier gave reports on what had just happened, but the Demon King wasn't ready to accept those excuses, so he eliminated her for being weak. He explained that once the hunters turn the Honmoon gold, they all get trapped in this world, and by then, it will all be over for them. Just then, a demon known as Jinu began to narrate a story stating that there was once a mighty demon king who was in total control and feasted on souls, and the world trembled when he roared. But one day, some hunters sang some songs, and now all he does is roars. He can't even get at the souls, and flame grown cold. He met with the demon god and formed an alliance with him, but in return, he wants the demon god help wipe his terrible memories. He plans to fight the hunters where they least expect it, by going after the very thing that powers the Honmoon, which is the fans, by creating their own demon bond band. The scene shifted to the girls heading back to meet their manager after their entertaining performance. After a short conversation on how they are currently topping the charts, the girls head to their apartment to rest. But firstly, one of the girls pushes their new release single, which immediately began to become a major hit for them, as the fans can't wait to listen to the full song. The next day, the girls rehearse for their new song performance, but while the girl practice, Rumi seems to be having a problem singing. However, Rumi, knowing fully well that their performance is in the next 10 minutes, she immediately asks the crew for a short break. Once Rumi gets to the restroom, she unzips her top, and in a plot twist, we discover that she is a demon. So unluckily for Rumi, her demon mark has began to affect her voice. We get to find out that her dad was a demon, and her mom is actually a hunter, which tend to explain why she is half demon. She begins to break down in tears as she finally accepts the fact that she is fastly losing her voice. The girls decided to just head back home, hoping to reschedule another show in the next few days, but just then Rumi informed them that she does want them to do so. So the girls then plan to cancel the show and have a break this year, but Rumi yet again doesn't want that, as the Idol Awards is their most important show, and it is also when they strengthen the Honmoon for the year, so they can't skip it. So after hearing all this from Rumi, the girls plan to fix Rumi's voice before the next 2 weeks when the show starts, and obviously, Zoey have about 57 ways to do that. The next day, they all went to a doctor to help them with one of his awesome tonics, something that will work super fast. After a short diagnosis from the doctor, he gave the girls some drugs to help her condition, and just as they were all on their way back home, they bump into a group of guys which the girls finds really handsome. Unfortunately, after a short encounter with them, they made Rumi drop her drugs. The girls realized how rude the boys were, and immediately, this was a red flag for them. Just as they were busy packing their drugs, they heard a loud song, so they quickly go to check it out, and just then they found the boys from earlier performing. The people around really enjoyed their music, and at this exact moment, the girls realized they were part of a boy band. Just as they continue their observation, they also discover that the boys are a demon, but since they were in public, they were unable to attack them. The performance from the boys became more intense that everyone began to enjoy them, and the fans fell in love with them. Immediately after this, the girls quickly prepare themselves for a battle, by firstly going to the boys' event to eliminate them. But in a plot twist, the girls were sighted and they were all invited for the event, which was kind of humiliating. This, however, gave the demon boys an opportunity to escape. Once the girls realized this, they quickly ran after the demons, but unfortunately for them, they ended up getting into a trap with a lot of other demons. Nearby, Rumi is busy having an intense battle with Jinu, but unfortunately while this was ongoing, Jinu noticed Rumi marks. Jinu immediately became shocked by this. At that moment, Rumi friends draws her attention for help, so quickly Rumi attacked and eliminated each and every one of them. On the other hand, Jinu is bothered about the fact that he just saw a demon who is also a hunter. Anyways, once Jinu arrived at the demon realm, everyone celebrate their little victory. The Demon King is also pleased by Jinu plans because he is slowly opening the barrier shield to the human world, but sadly the Demon King informed Jinu that one of the hunters, which obviously he is referring to Rumi, bear his mark, but unfortunately, he had no control over her. Jinu thinks this is a really good thing because it means she has a chain blocking it, so all he has to do is just find it and break it. While on the other hand, the girls are so terrified upon seeing the barrier is getting weaker. Just then, they get informed by Bobby that the Saja boys are going viral and popular due to their performance. Rumi believe they can crush the Saja boys if they crush the stage of the Idol Awards State Fair. She tells Zoey to write them a new song, a diss track to expose the Saja boys and send the demons where they all belong. After which, Rumi goes to take the tonic she got earlier from Dr. Han but suddenly get disappointed when she find out that they are just grape juice. Just then, she sees a weird-looking bird wearing a hat in her balcony, and when she checks it out, she finds a demon cat. So quickly, she prepare for battle but later change her mind when she discover it meant no harm. In fact, the cat was just there to deliver a letter to her. The letter was from Jinu, who wants them to meet up. After much thought on the matter, Rumi goes to meet him, but not only to talk but to kill him. While she attacked him, Jinu arrived and tells her to calm down, that he is just here to talk about her demon patterns. He also means no harm. Jinu told her that he is really bothered about the fact on how a demon girl is also a hunter and also walking around freely in the human world. Quickly, Rumi denies, stating she is not a demon. Jinu tells her all what demons do is feel their shame and misery. It is how the Demon King controls them. He realizes Rumi is special and lucky because she doesn't hear the voices of the Demon King in her ear. Jinu further narrates that 400 years ago, his family was extremely poor and miserable, and at that time, he had a single possession to his name, an old musical instrument. So he buskied to the street to play music, but that didn't get him anywhere. So as time went on, he became desperate. That was when he heard the Demon King voice for the first time, who had that time told him that he can't do anything for his family because he is not good enough for them. He can help him to be good enough overnight. And just then, overnight his fate was changed, and he was finally praised for his voice, but one fateful day, he noticed his demon patterns spreading in his body until they consumed him. So after that, he was condemned to the demon world, as prisoner to the Demon King for eternity. And his family lost everything, and without him they were even worse than before. He explains that the demon marks a constant reminder of his shame, a shame he can never escape. Later that evening, the girls figure out a song they will sing on the idol, called Take Down. Days later, the Huntrix shows up for a meet and greet with their fans while also planning to sign some autograph, but sadly the Saja boy shows up, and this eventually ruined their moment, as the fans became divided. Just then, Rumi suggests they join their tables together with the Saja boys because they need every fan. However, this gave Jinu an opportunity to talk to Rumi, but she informed him she is not going to talk to someone who is helping the Demon King. Jinu tells her that he is helping himself. If he helps the Demon King, he is promised to erase his memories, and those voices in his head will be gone. Just then, a little girl gave Jinu a drawing which she made, and it seems Jinu loved it. At the girl's apartment, Rumi is seen practicing with a demon cat sent by Jinu, but just then someone knocks, so she asks the cat to hide. Mira comes in and asks Rumi about the changes in their lyrics, but Rumi tells her that the song doesn't feel like the right song to defeat the Demon King. The next day, Jinu and his boys thank everyone who had supported them so far for reaching 50 million fans. Speaking of fans, kindly please do subscribe to our channel for more recap like this. Anyways, after a while, Jinu and his band began to suck their fans' souls and energy using their music, in order to keep feeding it to the Demon King, which continues to make him more stronger. Later that evening, Rumi and Jinu meet up to discuss how they were going to defeat the Demon King. Rumi is of the opinion that Jinu team up with them to win the Idol Awards because when they win it, the barrier shield will be sealed, and it will guarantee his freedom as the Demon King will be permanently cut off and all the demons will be gone from this world. This seems to be a perfect plan, so Jinu agreed to help them by withdrawing his band from the Idol Awards performance. The chemistry between these two continues to grow stronger when an elderly lady arrived and mistook them for a couple. Meanwhile, when the girls practice their new song, Rumi tells them that she doesn't like the song because of how harsh it is towards demons, but Mira wasn't having it. But just then, they all realize that there is a bigger problem, so they go to face it. On their way, a serious argument breaks out between the girls, and just then, Rumi angrily informed Mira that not everything is about her insecurities. More problem arises as the barrier shield keeps getting weaker and more demons starts to enter the human world. After a very long extended battle, yet again, the girl came out victorious, but sadly, the demon took those passengers on board. The girls inform Rumi that everything is at stake, and without Rumi's voice they can't win it, and it is going to be over for them. At night, Jinu and Rumi have a short conversation about the whole competition, She thanked Jinu for helping her as ever since she has been talking to him, she has suddenly gotten her voice back. Later that day, the Demon King, who is now very much powerful, brought in Jinu to torment him. Using his memories, he made fun of him, stating how funny it is for Jinu to think of dreaming of freeing himself. Because if he really thought he could escape from who he truly is and what he did, he will have to tell Rumi the truth, due to the fact he betrayed his own family and left them behind. The Demon King threatened Jinu not to forget their deal, or else he will suffer. The day for the Idol Awards finally arrived, and the girl did a mind-blowing presentation. So just as Rumi does the ending verse, Zoey and Mira notice some demons kidnapping Bobby, and quickly, they both rush to rescue him, but they realized it wasn't Bobby but a distraction by the demons to get them out of the stage. Two demons disguised as Mira and Zoey and enters the stage and tore Rumi's clothes to reveal her demon nature to everyone, including Mira and Zoey, to see. The two became really shocked by this, but Rumi tries to explain to them about everything and how she intended to fix all this. She stated that she had been using Jinu to fix everything. However, Zoey and Mira point their weapons at her because they don't see the Rumi which they once know anymore, but just a demon entity. In serious pain, Rumi ran away in tears. She looks for Jinu and finds out he was the one who exposed her. He informed her the things he had done in the past, and all he told her about himself was all a lie because he just needed her to trust him. He only made a deal with the Demon King to get out of his miserable life. At this exact moment, the Demon King finally gained access into the head of everyone, including that of Mira and Zoey, to make them to hate each other, given the fact the Saja boys won. All the fans are now also under the control of the Demon King, as they all head to attend their show. Back to Jinu, the Demon King plans to do in accordance to his promise. So just as the Saja boys sings and performed a grand presentation for their fans, the Demon King shows up and started to suck the souls from everyone, but Rumi suddenly appeared with a majestic song that brought her friends back to their senses and returns the souls of everyone. Quickly, the Demon King appeared and bid to kill Rumi, but in an emotional way, Jinu sacrificed himself to save her, before then apologizing to Rumi for everything. He also thanked Rumi for giving him his soul back, and that is most precious to him. So in anger, Rumi unleashed a vital attack on the Demon King, thereby defeating him, while the other girls eliminate the remaining demon from Saja Band. After which, they sealed the barrier shield. The animation then came to an end. Kindly subscribe for more animated recap like this. Thanks for watching and goodbye.